Good morning, everybody. It's Psychic Greg Stanley. I am broadcasting live here from Anchorage, Alaska. I'm getting over COVID, so please excuse me if I cough or sneeze or gargle or pass out. I'm just kidding. Hopefully I don't pass out. But anyways, so wanted to sign on here. We're at the beginning of September and I was guided to go ahead and pull a couple cards for you guys and maybe give some psychic messages, whatever comes through to me here. And so what I'd like for you guys to do, whether you're watching this live or maybe you're watching this recorded later, just think of maybe some questions or something, just even one thing you want to know. And this message, what my intention is whatever messages come through, it applies to all of us simultaneously in whatever situation that we're in. Some of you are moms. I'm not a mother. Some of us are dads. Some of us are doctors. Some of us are, some of us work for the government. Some of us work in restaurants, all of those things. But whatever maybe you want to know, just kind of think of it and see where this fits in. And these are also messages for me. I love messages from our angels and from the universe and whatnot. All right, so I'm going to pull some cards here, always asking for the highest and best. Inviting all of our angels and loved ones that have messages for us for the month of September. I usually like to pull at least 3 cards here, so guided to pull this first one here. Oh, 6 of Earth. Gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan, paying off debts. So some of you guys may be worried about money, and there's a good chance this month some of you may need to apply for a loan. I'm seeing a lot of whatever those HELOC loans are, or even what's it called, where the line of credit, home equity, stuff like that. Better chance of you getting approved. Those of you guys who are looking to buy a house, good chance that would go through this month. I'm even getting into next month. I also am seeing promotions as well as new job opportunities. I see new avenues of money coming in with the season of change. And finances are rough for everybody right now. They're all over the place. So here's Archangel Ariel. She's the Archangel of resources. So if you just ask Archangel Ariel, help me to find the resources I need to allow this to happen, to allow that to happen. And I often get this question from folks: what if my prayer isn't answered? What if the answer is no, or it doesn't happen? So sometimes that does happen. And when that happens, as annoying, as frustrating as it is, as disappointing as it is, and it may have been something you were really counting on, it's not meant to be. And when that happens, the door is closing. It is the answer to prayer. People think that the answers to prayer means the prayer is only answered if the answer is yes. That's not true. When the answer is no, there's another door opening. The door you thought you were supposed to go through, that would lead you in. It would be like that thing you hear, that saying you hear about jumping out of the pot into the frying pan. If you really want what's best for you, and what's best for your family and everyone involved, then you need to trust that when the answer to prayer is no, sometimes it's no for a reason. Yes, sometimes with our free will, we can override it and make it happen. Okay, I've done that before. Most of the time, though, it turns out that I look back and go, damn, I see why the answer to prayer was no. And I'm when you find yourself in that state of regret, sorry, the connection is bad at times here. when you find yourself in that state of regret, you have the opportunity to reflect and learn from the situation so that when you come across that situation again, you can fully feel the disappointment, but that's where faith comes in. And you go, okay, you know what? There's gotta be another way, another reason. Maybe I'm not supposed to have this. Maybe I'm not supposed to keep my house. Maybe I'm not supposed to keep my business going. Maybe I need to start over. Maybe I need to do something else. And that's okay. We don't have all the answers downloaded right there, right then. Oftentimes we are guided. It's like we have this, either this inner roadmap, or even we will often receive signs. Okay, time to go on this path. Oh, you talk to this person, you talk to that person. Oh, I never thought of this idea before. I've been using another example I've been using with people is, those flies that get in your house and you want it out of your house and they want out just as much as you want them out. And you open the door and they're still going against the screen, bop, 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 bop. And you're like, hello, dude, the door's open right here, go. And all they can see is obstacle, obstacle, obstacle. And they keep trying to force their way through that, when all they'd have to do is look over or shift their point of attraction and go a different way. And that's where their freedom is. A lot of times we do that. We're like, no, it has to be this way. No, I have to stay in this relationship. Oh no, I have to stay in this job. No, it has to be this house. I can't lose my house. It's a family house. It's this, it's that. It has to be that way. Oftentimes what we think we need, and the answer to prayer is no, it's the very thing enslaving us. So remember that. It might be a relationship. It might be a career. It might be a friendship. It might be some other, it might be a plan, things like that. But so just keep that in mind as you move forward. But you will see generally this month, for the most part, financial decisions will go more in your favor. And sometimes these are just temporary solutions to help you get from point A to point B, and that's okay too. So yeah, this month money looks like money situations do look more on the positive side. So keep that in mind. I'm going to pull another card here for September. Oh, strength. We were just talking about Archangel Ariel. Great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. One of the best ways to open doors for miracle energy, for change in your life, positive change, is forgiveness is strength. Forgiveness is not excusing somebody's actions. Oh, absolutely not. It's not giving them power and telling them they were right and that's okay. No, what you're saying is, you know what? I'm not letting you live in my head anymore. And you have no power over me now. I survived you. I survived this. I can deal with you. And it's even better if you have no contact with that person or whatever the situation is, because you survived it. You've overcome it. Now you're free. Don't keep yourself in that prison. And I find myself at times in that, because I've been I'm vulnerable with you guys and I'm open with you guys. And one of my biggest challenges is forgiveness. I am not a forgiving person. It takes a lot of work for me. And some people, they're like, oh my God, that comes easy for me. And there's things that come easy for me that don't come easy for you. For me, forgiveness does not come easy for me. So I have to really put myself in a position of faith to say, hey, I gotta forgive this person, the situation, so I can move forward. When I find that I truly forgive, my wishes come true. And so will yours. And because that space, that is being sucked up by that bitterness and all that stuff, when you release that, there's room for what you want, what you need. There's room now for that to happen. And I have seen that several times in my own life. And forgiveness is not a one-time thing. It takes practice. You might have to do it 100 times. I often have to find myself doing it 1,000 times. I don't know if you're like me, but it's like I really am at times in that position where like I forgive. It might be a week later, maybe I'm triggered by something and I fucking hate that person all over again. And then it's like, okay, gotta do it again. That's okay. It's a practice. Sometimes it's easier, sometimes it's harder, but you can move forward. But use your inner strength, and that's what's going to make room for your answers to prayer to manifest the way that they're supposed to. A lot of times what we do is we will go in our egos and we go, how come this didn't happen in my life? And why does this always happen? And why do I always end up with the shitty end of things? And how come everyone treats me this way? And why can't I? And blah, 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 blah. You know what? When you shift from ego to what is God's will for me? What am I supposed to do? What is God's will for my life? What is my purpose? Maybe I need to walk away from what I thought was supposed to serve me. And when you put yourself in that position of surrender, stuff starts falling into place for you. And it may not be exactly the way that you wanted it, but it's going to be where you're supposed to be, and you're going to start attracting those solutions. Things like that. I have wasted so much of my life doing that shit. And I find, for me, when I surrender, the miracles happen. And so there's no secret thing that I have that, you guys don't have. I'm sharing with you knowledge that I've received from Spirit and from life experience, and I like to share that with you guys as I do my readings. So I'm going to pull one other card here. So we have Knight of Fire. This month's going to fly by for you. You're passionate. You're going to find yourself more passionate, venturistic, and you're going to find that you're more self-assured than you've been before. And restless. It's like you're going to be on the go, because you're excited about achieving your goals. So I got a sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. So you may find, okay, you got what you wanted, but you need to act fast. You may have, oh my God. So for example, some of you may get suddenly approved for something and they're like, hey, we need last year's tax returns. Oh shit, I didn't file my taxes. Well, you better hurry up and do it. Because a lot of times these loan companies, they want that kind of stuff. So you may need to file quickly, or maybe there'll be some other thing that they need or whatever. But time is of the essence. They don't sit there and hold on and wait for you forever. So that's just one example. It might also be maybe you got a job offer in another state and you have to move right away. You better figure it out, because opportunities are just passed on to another person. So just giving you guys some examples of what these sudden changes could mean. And you may have to make some sacrifices. And if these sacrifices you feel that they're worth, in the big picture here, what you're looking to do, it's okay to let go of some things, and that may be the answer to prayer. You have to walk away. You have to let go of some things. That's okay. So just keep that in mind as you go throughout. I'm going to pull one other card here. Can you guys give us something else that maybe we need to know or should know through the month of September 2025? To Earth, too much going on at once. The need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. Okay, some of you are going to get two options. So I saw Love Life this month. Maybe the month you meet not only somebody special, you might meet two people who are very special. And you're like, I like both of these guys, or I like both of these girls. Shit, which one do I pick? I've never been in that predicament with a girl, but for me, guys, I've been in that predicament, and it's like, which one do I go with? So what I recommend you do in this situation, whether it's love, other things, some of you guys may get approved for two homes, or you may get two job offers. And you're like, which one do I go with? Either pick the one that you feel would be most fun for you. Pick the one that you feel, if it's a relationship, pick the one that you feel like you're having the most fun with. If you're like, man, both of them are perfect. Sometimes what you have to do, maybe draw out of a hat, or you may need to take a gamble and wait a little bit and see if there's any information that comes up that will give you a clear answer to take one over the other. So for example, say that you have one job that you're being offered that's out of state. Maybe you have one that's in state, but you're waiting, let's say you're waiting on the final approval for an apartment or a house. Let's say that falls through. You don't get approved for the house. The loan, the bank pulls out, whatever. The answer is no. Oh, okay. Then the guidance then would be to take the job that's out of state, because in state, it ain't going to work. So ask for signs, ask for clarity, and you will get it. And another thing that happens, sometimes there's a third solution, something you didn't even think of, or something that just comes out of left field that is better than both of those things or both of those people put together. So keep that in mind also. Kimberly, your brother in heaven. I'm on Facebook Live, by the way, those of you guys who are watching this later on YouTube. Happy birthday to your brother in heaven. He knows that you're thinking of him right now. And yeah, I am so sorry for your loss, but the fact that you're thinking of him on his birthday, he's thinking of you. And by the way, those of you who have family members who are on the other side, they do remember your birthdays. They do remember holidays. They do remember special events, and they are present at certain events that you wish physically that they may be there for, such as a wedding or a graduation. They are definitely present, and they show me all the time. Sometimes they show me things I don't need to know or I don't want to see. But, yeah, so, just getting back to a couple of the messages on here where you can, yeah, Rhonda saw the cardinal in the window from her mom passing. Yep. They often appear as animals, or they send animals, because animals are messengers of the spirit. So nature is often used by spirit to get messages to you and from you. So keep that in mind as well. Oh, thank you, Kevin. That was really nice of you to say. Very, very nice of you. But anyways, guys, I hope that you have a beautiful month. I hope that you have a wonderful month, whatever may be going on. Look, no matter what in life, we're going to have challenges. We're going to have obstacles. It's life. They're going to be there. If you wait to be happy until you overcome this or you overcome that, or until you meet the love of your life, or until you get out of debt and everything like that, you're wasting so much time, and you're often holding yourself back during that time. Find ways to be happy now. And oftentimes it's even walking away from a toxic person, or saying, you know what? I don't want to work at this shitty job anymore. I'm ready to retire. I'm ready to go to another job, even if it's less pay, things like that. You may be surprised at what you can do to make your life better, not be like that fly hitting the screen door. Love and light to each and every one of you. If any of you guys are looking for a private session, I'm happy to accommodate. So I can do it over the phone, video call. I can do in person if I'm in your area. If we can get that worked out, 808-518-7154. Just text or call, and my assistant will get back to you as soon as possible. Sometimes it takes her a little bit to get back to you. We get backed up sometimes. So thank you for your support, your love, and I hope that you guys have a beautiful September and fall season. Bye, guys.